Well guys, we are finally here as Pokemon Legends ZA is just a few hours away from the time that I upload this video, at least here in the US. It's already out probably in terms of European countries, but as somebody who's already had the opportunity to play this game a few days beforehand, I figured it would be worth kind of having just a tips and tricks type of video to tell you guys about all the stuff that I wish I knew before playing this game so that you guys can have the best possible experience and not really make the same mistakes that I did. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am partnering with Walmart for the launch of Pokemon Legends ZA, where if you click from the links below in the description, you can pre-order Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch or even the Nintendo Switch 2 edition and end up supporting the channel, so I would really appreciate that. And Walmart's actually doing something amazing, which is anybody who pre-orders Pokemon Legends ZA from them is going to receive a starter pin for one of the starter Pokemon that appears inside of the game. So if you want a chance to get that awesome bonus as well, I would really appreciate it if you pre-order using the links below in the description. Alright, but getting into it, the first thing that I have here is definitely using Backstrikes when you're catching Pokemon, as this was in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but in case you didn't play that game, inside of these games when you have the action style catching, if you throw your Pokeball at the back of a Pokemon, you can actually increase your chance of catching it, and even when you're aiming and looking at the back of a Pokemon, you're gonna see like these little arrows pointing up, and the more arrows that you have pointing up, it tells you the better chance that you have of catching a Pokemon. So the max that you can have is 4 arrows. So if you see that, it means you probably are going to catch the Pokemon, but if you only see like 1 arrow or 2, then maybe you should battle it or weaken it or something if you really want to catch it. All throughout Lumiose City, you're going to see these different type of terrain hazards, and I would definitely recommend trying to clear those as soon as you can. So some of them might be like just boulders in your way where you can use Rock Smash. You might see some thorns where you're going to have to burn them using a fire type attack. You might see some sludge that you're going to have to wash away using a water attack, and doing this can sometimes reveal like hidden TMs or hidden items and stuff, so it is definitely worth doing. Now, because this game has action style catching, there's going to be a lot of Pokeballs that you're just going to miss because the Pokemon is pretty fast or they dodge your throw or something, and fortunately there's actually this amazing character in front of every Pokemon Center who's going to go out and collect all of the missing Pokeballs that you have and just give them to you for free. So every time you go to a Pokemon Center, talk to this guy and he's just going to give you all of the Pokeballs that you miss for free, and so it's an easy way to just get some Pokeballs without having to buy them. Now, just like in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, pretty much anywhere you go inside of this game, you're going to see a bunch of these sparkling, glittering items all over the ground, but unlike that game, you actually don't have to press any button to collect them, and you literally just have to walk over them. So if you see these sparkling items, just walk by them and they're instantly going to get added into your inventory, so it's a very easy way to just get some really good items. By far the most important collectible inside of this game would probably have to be these Mega Shards, and the reason that they're so important is because this is basically how you're going to unlock the Mega Stones for a lot of the Mega Evolutions that are inside of the game, and because this game is adding so many new ones and a whole bunch of fan favorite ones are also returning, you're really going to need a bunch of Mega Shards, basically like thousands of them, if you want to unlock all of the Mega Evolutions inside of this game. So really the worst thing that can happen is you really want to get the Mega Evolution for like one of your favorite Pokemon, but you still need to have like thousands more shards or just a whole bunch of other shards to unlock them for like multiple Pokemon, because then you're gonna have to go out and grind them and try to find as many as you can to try to collect a bunch of them. But if you're just collecting them as you're progressing through the game and every time you come across them, then hopefully by the time you want to get these Mega Evolutions, you already have a bunch of them accumulated. Mable's research might just be one of the most broken elements inside of this game, because she gives you a lot of these different quests for like trying to catch all of the Pokemon in a wild zone, or trying to catch a lot of Pokemon of a certain type, evolving Pokemon. There are a lot of like easy quests to just really kind of catching a lot of different Pokemon, but the rewards that she gives you are a bunch of TMs for really powerful attacks, as well as like the final one being a shiny charm, which I'm sure if you're a shiny hunter, you're really going to want that. But because this game is so much about battling, as you're going to be trying to move your way up the ZA Royale, if you really do a lot of Mable's research and unlock a lot of these powerful attacks, if you get these powerful TMs like Giga Drain and Hyper Beam and all of these really good attacks, then you're going to make your Pokemon so strong, which is really going to help you inside of this ZA Royale. So I would honestly say to try to prioritize Mable's research as much as you can, because the more you unlock these powerful attacks, the easier it's going to be for a lot of the battles. And speaking of moves, this was already in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but in case you didn't play that game and this is going to be your first Legends game, inside of these games, your Pokemon actually don't learn moves in like the traditional way, where they tell you like, Tepig wants to learn the move Flame Wheel, would you like to delete a move and make room for it? Instead, your Pokemon are just going to learn the move automatically, and you're going to have to open up the menu and go to this change moves option for all of your Pokemon, and that's where you can rearrange and switch around the different attacks that your Pokemon unlock. So a lot of times you're going to see like a little light bulb icon next to like one of your Pokemon when they level up, but sometimes you might not notice it because you're going to be like busy in the middle of a battle and some of your other Pokemon level up and learn moves, but you don't really realize. So every now and then open up this menu, check your Pokemon's attacks. There might be a couple of new ones that you've unlocked and you might be able to try them out and see how they're going to be. And the cool part about this is that you can change your Pokemon's movesets at any time. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can like go back to old moves if you want them for something. You can try new moves, you can try TMs. It's actually a really amazing feature that I love about the Legends games. One thing that you should always remember when playing this game is if you see anybody with a yellow speech bubble, talk to them immediately because they're definitely going to give you some type of item. It could be something basic like a super potion or just some Pokeballs, but it can even be some rare stuff like just getting a quick claw that you can give to one of your Pokemon, or straight up like a TM for a brand new attack or something. So if you see these people, just talk to them because you're always going to get something. Now, of course, this game has the day and night cycle where throughout the day, you're going to be catching Pokemon and going to these wild zones, but at nighttime, you're going to have one of these battle zones that's going to get activated and try to battle a lot of people and move your way up the ZA Royale. But the thing is, there's actually a ring that's going to be around the mini-map as you're playing through the game, and this ring is going to tell you how close you're getting to nighttime or daytime, so you can actually see it kind of going around and filling up pretty much as you're playing through the game at daytime or nighttime, and that'll kind of give you an idea of how far away you are from it happening. It's even going to flash when you get kind of close to something happening, like the sun setting, so that is a good indicator to just kind of keep wary of. But let's say that it becomes nighttime or daytime, but you don't want that to be the case. Fortunately, there is a way to skip time inside of this game, and all you gotta do is just sit at any of these benches that are pretty much all throughout the city, and as long as you sit at one of these benches, it's gonna give you the option like, do you wanna skip until nighttime? Do you wanna wait until daytime? You just gotta press that, and it's instantly gonna make it whatever time of day that you want. When you're inside of these battle zones for the ZA Royale, definitely try to sneak up on people as much as you can, because a lot of times you can actually use like a super effective attack and even knock out and just straight up win before a battle like even starts traditionally, so a lot of times that's a good way to just be able to rack up points really quickly. The attacks inside of this game also have different ranges, so definitely try to kind of use them and see how much range you're going to have, because otherwise if you try sneaking up on a Pokemon using an attack, you might not actually land it because you don't really know the range of how far that attack actually goes. Now inside of the battle zone for the ZA Royale, you're going to see a lot of these tickets that are pretty much just going to be all over the ground, and if you walk by and collect one of these tickets, it's going to give you like a little mini side quest that you can do inside of the battle zone itself, and it'll say like land a fire type attack, or land a super effective flying type attack, or sneak up on a trainer, or do something like that. And I would definitely recommend doing this because if you complete these ticket quests, you actually get bonus points, which makes it easier to then rank up and move up inside of the ZA Royale. You can even complete them at the same time. As you can see here, I actually did this entire one where I completed all 3 of the ticket quests at the same time in this one battle, so definitely try to take advantage of this as much as you can because it'll make your way of ranking up really fast. Throughout Lumiose City, you're going to see a bunch of these purple sparkling item Pokeballs, and I would definitely try to collect as many of these as you can, as they're going to give you these colorful screws, which you can then actually trade in for like these plushies and some other items, and these plushies can be really good because they can make you get more experience, more prize money, they can make it so that you can take more damage from wild Pokemon. There's a lot of cool effects that you can get, so definitely try to collect as many of these purple Pokeballs as you can. Something also new inside of the Legends games that isn't in traditional Pokemon games is when your Pokemon has the ability to evolve, it's not actually just going to evolve on its own, but instead when you open up your menu, there's going to be like this arrow icon that's going to be on the Pokemon, signifying that you can actually evolve it, and then you're going to have to go into the Pokemon, click on it, and manually evolve it yourself, so definitely be sure to check that if your Pokemon can evolve. And finally, unlike Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, this game has the return of the shiny sound from Pokemon Legends Arceus, where if a shiny Pokemon is nearby, you're gonna hear like the sparkling shiny sound effect that's gonna play, and you're even gonna hear like a subtle sparkling sound effect that's also gonna be playing after the shiny sound to tell you that there's a shiny Pokemon nearby. So definitely kind of play this game with the volume so that you can hear that if a shiny Pokemon is nearby, because sometimes it might actually be above you, as while I was playing the game early, I actually heard the shiny sound, but I couldn't see the Pokemon, and I ended up finding a shiny Pidgey on a lamppost at the top. So in case I didn't like ever look up, I would have just missed that shiny completely had I not heard the sound. So definitely kind of keep your ears open in case you hear that. But there you go guys, those are pretty much all of the tips and tricks that I would recommend to get the best possible experience with Pokemon Legends ZA. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm definitely gonna have some more Pokemon videos, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this. Do you have any tips that you would recommend for people playing Pokemon Legends ZA? Be sure to comment them down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.